Hey gang, welcome to the final episode of Chapter 23 of the Crucible Chronicles, where we are once again playing Entombed Hero Symbol, one of the earlier Dark Tidings decks we opened. This will be the 5th game we played with this deck. Be sure to check out the other videos in this chapter if you want to see kind of the context before this. But without further ado, let's hop into today's game. All right, got ourselves a game here. Playing against some AoA here. Reven T Spiesce Infiamma la Creatività. Absolutely nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Let's take a closer look at this. I saw some stuff I liked. First of all, this is like some slamming logos. I love it. Triple Wild Wormhole, the maximum fun card, the funnest card, the most fun card you can have in all KeyForge. Wild Wormhole, and this deck has 3 of them. Got the memory chip. And a lot of other archiving stuff. Double ZYX Researcher, sort of Hexpion lab work. This is like pretty speedy logos. Let's see what we have here. I guess we can hold on to this. We got a portal. We can brain drain. I mean, it's at least 3 of the same house. Yeah, I mean, it'll be all right. Be all right. Let's take another look at this. Merkins as well. Wow, 3 wild wormholes and a Merkins. Does it get any better than that? Brend and double life for a life. Some like really nice synergies here. Some potentially like fun stuff too. You could do with like either wild wormhole or helper bot into this nature's call with the like ZYX researchers on the board. Looks like we get a ZYX researcher off the bat. Let's take an unfathomable turn. We'll take the tide. I guess we probably should have played the Abyssal Zealot, but whatever. Brain drain. So we got Brend. We have Wild Wormhole. Let's see. I guess let's do the Dust Chronicles. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's best right here. But we do have a Hadris Wall, so that's cool. Hadris Wall could be nice, especially if we can get that Kaup. That seemed to be one kind of avenue where this deck can really kind of throw some stuff off our opponent. Again, double life for life. Let's maybe look a little bit more of the removal options here. Got double life for life. We've got, I mean, Nature's Call, sort of removal. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They don't have the associated board wipe with it, which I can't think of the name, which just seems terrible. I can't think of it. That's funny. Wild Wormhole into Dust Chronicles. Yeah, that was kind of silly. I probably should have done something differently there. We're up to 5 Ember though. We'll take that. It's like I could have gotten rid of the Wild Wormhole, but then they would have just played Dust Chronicles anyways. I feel like this happened in the last game too, where there was just like impossible, not impossible. It's just there was like not a good brain drain situation. Now I have this Ostracize, which is pretty nice. I can use that on the Brend. I'd love to use that on the Brend if I can swing it. They're going into Logos again. Memory chip, helper bot into. I guess they don't want to play the Brend right now, unless they give us a key. So it's called Logos, what, 3 times? Helper bot, they got this red lock. What to do here? I think probably we follow up with Unfathomable. We'll throw down some Horrid Sign-ins. We'll call the Void. I don't know. Red lock. 3 damage isn't going to do a whole lot. I mean, this Abyssal Zealot, I guess. But they could just call Logos again. I mean, let's just do Shadows. We're going to be on check. Let's probably Reap. Seems pretty good. Seems pretty good. We have an Ostracize in case that Brend comes down. But again, if they have the life for life, obviously lovely, a fine pairing with Brend the Fanatic. But we actually see an Untamed turn, so that's all right. Oh yeah, Life Web will not quite do it. fortunately. That's one that I feel like I constantly forget about. Full Moon, Redlock. If you did not play any creatures, gain 1. All right, they're everywhere. Putting down some damage. Darna. And they're going to be up to check. Up to check at 7. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Honestly thinking maybe we just take an Unfathomable turn. They just have the one life web. I'm assuming at this point, well, they could pick up Helper Bot. That would be a pretty good pickup. Like probably Darna, Helper Bots, and something of ours. No, they just do Darna and the Seneschal. Okay, all right. We do get a key, so that's pretty good. I don't just go call Unfathomable, or do we just start blasting stuff? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm still sort of waiting for this. Still sort of waiting for the Bren to come back down. We have given them some space right here, so they can actually play the Brend even without the life for life. It's like two games ago, some like really cool logos. Really cool logos, making an otherwise like probably pretty solid deck just that much better, right? Allowing to line up all these cards. We got Dusk Runner to steal one. See if the Bren comes down. Dusk Chronicles, yeah, that is. There's just ember being generated at an alarming rate. Oh, sweet. Well, we did that at least. We've done that at least. I guess we just call Saurian here. Go ahead and ostracize the Brend. Thank you very much. Throw down Lapisaurus. I guess has this Abyssal Zealot isn't really all that useful for me right now. You know, let's do this. We'll play down Medicus Lacus and Lapisaurus. Do I want to ostracize? Like, you know, let's just ostracize this Helper Bot. Get that thing out of this game. Oh, man, and there's our Bring Low and Taxing Journey. Got an absolute, like, Slam and Sanctum ready to go. Needed some of that capture before. I mean, I suppose we could have taken them off with the Shifting Battlefield last turn, but just didn't feel like the right play. Didn't feel like the right play. Merkins to play Consul Primus. So long, Consul Primus. Hope to see you sometime. Hope to see you sometime back on my side. Yeah, this is not particularly great. Not necessarily that worried about what's happening right here. Could throw out another Horde sign in. 1, 2, 3. We don't get on to check. 1, 2, 3. We would have 4 from the Decadence, which would put us on to check. I don't know how much. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unfathomable cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4. So, you know, let's take an unfathomable turn. I think we just reap. Just reap. Play out another Horde sign in. That's amazing. It's incredible. Oh my gosh! And pick up a Bubbles. That wasn't quite what I wanted there. Phyla's coming down. Let's just take a quick peek, quick gander over here. Quick gander. I do not see a graft, so that's nice. All right, so reaping. I honestly think we just reap. I don't really like any of this logo stuff though. Just call Unfathomable, reap a bunch. We got some good Ember control here. Some nice tricks with the bring low and whatnot. Let's just do that. We'll call Unfathomable. Do we want to kill any of these things? Redlock's sort of annoying, but I actually am not super worried if they generate a bunch of Ember, I don't think. Reap. 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 Bubbles. I can put the Console Primus back. Actually, like none of these creatures are good. I don't know. I mean, Redlock is probably the better option, but I've got to imagine that they've got more access to Shadows creatures. This kind of slows down the reap on a Logos turn. Like I can basically just reap for enough for my third key right here, if they don't manage to get onto check. We do have this Venator Altum though. Call in Logos again. See, do you think they have the standardized testing? They probably would have fought with the Phyla, right? Wild Wormhole into the Hexpian. Alright, so that's pretty legit. I can take them off check here. 1, 2, and put myself on check. Which seems pretty good, pretty solid. Yeah. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to call Saurian. And we'll play out Venator Altum. It's going to capture onto... Onto whom? I guess Bubbles. Bubbles, sure. And then we'll Decadence to Exalt, Ready, and Use. And I reap right there. Oh yeah, then I have these two. So we actually also get onto check. So that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Wow, look at this Ember control. Bring low for starters, Taxing Journey, Larry of the Lake with the capture, and Shifting Battlefield. So we can bring them down to 5, capture currently 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? 1, 2, I'm sorry. Bring them down to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We can basically literally zero out their Ember. We can zero out their Ember. We also have Medicus Lacus on the board. So if our opponent doesn't take the tide, like I should probably, I'll be kind. Lacus is out. Just a friendly reminder that if our opponent pulls us off check from 6, they still have to take the tide. It would just be like, I feel like it would just be sort of a really bummer way to lose the game. to take me off of check from Ember in my pool and then just simply forget to take the tide. Nice thing with this Sanctum here is we have 2 creatures as well. So even if somehow this entire board gets completely obliterated, we can at least bring low. We can bring low and then do all the other nonsense too. So look, we've got our opponent in a tough spot. Let's see what options could they have. We've gotten rid of Brend. They have Swindle though. So Swindle would be enough. Swindle would do it, right? Swindle would undoubtedly do it. I'm thinking if they go to check or if they swindle, let's see, if they swindle, I think I'll hold on to this bring low. Despite the fact that, I've got 2 of them, right? Yeah, I've got 2 bring lows. But if they swindle, that puts them up to 8. And I suppose the question is, can we generate enough Ember? If they swindle, we'd be down to 3. So taxing journey, shifting battlefield. Cannot steal. GG. Well played to our opponent. Definitely had me quite worried there. I feel like this deck we were playing against was really doing a good job of generating Ember. I'm actually curious. We got lab work. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't actually know if Lethal Distraction does, but 10, 11. We're going to say it has Ember. 11 Ember. The double full moon. 12, 13, 14. Maybe 15. 15. So like, I don't know, somewhere in the ballpark of like 15, 16 Ember. And that doesn't include the full moon situation. And, a great package of logos to kind of speed along the deck and help with some archiving. And even beyond that, I think Dusk Chronicles and Hidden Stash. Hidden Stash, Dusk Chronicles. Yeah, so also some potential archive support in Shadows, which is pretty cool. Definitely a really fun deck. Seems like it would be a great time to play. But hey, that's it. We have managed to, over the course of 6 months, play 5 games with Entombed Hero Symbol. I got to say, it's a pretty interesting deck. It's definitely seemed to be very, very, very like board focused, which I think is fine. But it also sort of needs to like all of it. I'm pretty sure all of its creature control is board based, like fighting with creatures or whatever, or potential like disruption with the Kaup or something like that. So it's I think you just got to kind of like know that going into it when you're playing it, that it's going to be really susceptible to a type of deck that can wipe the board easily, or otherwise restrict the play of creatures, something like that, like a Quixel Stone or whatever. But definitely a cool deck, fun deck. The triple horde sign in, like that might as well be a new meta as far as I'm concerned, because it's just the greatest card in all of Dark Tidings, the greatest art. What can I say? It's just truly a spectacle. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode and thus this chapter of the Crucible Chronicles. Thank you so much for checking it out. And I will see you later this week with the next chapter. And I do think that something quite fun is going to be in store. So I hope to see you then.